Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Nonstop Talking with your girl here, Vivian Liu. Due to this time of social distancing, self-quarantine, I have a lot of free time to watch shows and movies. Plus my cousin got Disney Plus, which I have been using a lot, and I thought it would be fun to watch all the Descendants movies in one go. I did watch the first one when it came out, loved it, never got around to watching the rest of them, but now I've seen them all in one day. So some of my thoughts I might say like it's this movie, but it's actually another movie. But that's why I'm combining all of this together in one review. So what is Descendants about? Descendants is about Disney villains and their kids. Mainly the core four is Cruella de Vil's son Carlos, Jafar's son Jay, Evil Queen's daughter Evie, and then of course the kind of ringleader of them is Maleficent's daughter Mal. So those are the core four, and all the villains now live on the Isle where they like don't have access to magic, and it's kind of like slummy and whatnot, and then everyone else gets to live in like pretty Ordon. And Beast and Belle's son is gonna become king, and his first order is to allow some of the villain kids to come and live life at Ordon Prep, and hopefully through this experience they can change for the better, like have this second other opportunity. So that's what the movies are about. Or that's how the first movie starts. All in all, I gave the first movie a 4 out of 5 upon this rewatch. The second movie a 4.5 out of 5. The third movie a 3.5 out of 5. And then I saw that on Disney Plus there was this short called Under the Sea, and I gave it a 3 out of 5. Obviously Under the Sea didn't really do much for me. I don't think it added anything. It was kind of cool, the duet between Uma and Mal, but yeah, it was okay. So we're just gonna be focusing on the first, second, and third movie. Overall, like I said, I like that these movies are really kid-friendly and positive, and they have great like moral lessons for their younger audience. And something else I really liked that I thought was like major props to like the costume department. I like that each kid, whether they're a villain kid, whether they are a non-villain kid, their outfit are supposed to look like their parents' outfits, whether it be with the color scheme or with like the style of the clothing. And I actually really like this. I thought it was really cute and really adorable, and majority of these like girls are wearing heels in this. They're either wearing heels or like they're wearing sneaker wedges, and they have some amazing shoes, and I'm just like, oh, I want those, oh, I want those, I want those. So I personally really thought like the costume with the clothes and the shoes, like that department like deserves major props. I thought everything looked really good, looked really cute, and there were so many beautiful dresses and so many shoes that I would want. So with the first movie, I personally thought it was really fun and entertaining. I really liked just like the romance that blossoms between Ben and Mal. I thought they made a really cute like opposites attract couple, and I also really like the friendship of the 4 core villain kids. I think that was really well done. And then to see like that transition of like the villain kids kind of not caring to like caring, I just really enjoyed all of that like I guess what people would consider more corny, cheesy stuff. But yeah, I really liked it. I ate it up, and I would say that my favorite song of the first movie is definitely Rotten to the Core. Plus, I think it was great that Kristen Chenoweth was in this. She's such an amazing singer, and I think for Kristen Chenoweth to play Dove Cameron's mom, like, they actually kind of look mother-daughter-ish, and I really like that. Oh, and I also want to say, like, I'm a huge Dove Cameron fan. Huge. I love her so much, and she was like the reason why I watched the first movie in the first place. The second movie, I did rate it higher, and I think it's the fact that Uma is in this, and Uma is amazing. Like, she really steals the show. She has such presence and talent, and I'm talking about the actress China Anne McClain. I think she's super talented and really had good energy bouncing off Dove Cameron. I really like that Ben was kind of, or had to like dress more dark and not look as peppy. I think it would have been cool to see him get a little like nitty gritty, which doesn't really happen, but that's alright. I think it was kind of cool that they had the whole like image change up for him a little bit here and there. I do have to admit that Mal kind of annoyed me for this second film, but overall I think the new additions of villain kids were well chosen, and I just really like seeing the new villain kids versus the old villain kids. And I think because for me the first movie was such a solid introduction to this world and these characters and this friendship, getting to see that develop and grow in this second film made it just so much more fun. One thing I also really liked about the second film that I think was better than the first film was the ending performance. I thought the ending performance for the second film was amazing, just superb, spectacular. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was better than the first, and what a great way to end. So if I had to pick a favorite song for the second movie, like I previously mentioned, I did think that Uma stole the show with this, and so I would cast my vote for her song, which is What's My Name, but I also really liked Chillin' Like a Villain. I thought that was a really fun song. Honestly, I guess like I do think the songs in this second one are a bit better. Like I also mentioned how much I like the final performance for this one more. So with this third movie, as you could tell from my ratings, I ranked it the lowest. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. I'm kind of just don't think it's as entertaining as the first two. We do get to meet new VK kids, and their introduction's really brief because they all end up sleeping afterwards, and there's just so much going on with like the original four, the second bunch, that there really isn't time for this third new group of VK kids to even have any screen time to shine, which is a pity because we've already been introduced to Dizzy in the second film. I thought she was gonna play a bigger role in this third one, but that doesn't really happen, which is kind of a pity because now that I've seen To All the Boys, I really like her. I think she's so cute and so talented, so it sucks that she didn't have a bigger role in this franchise. So with this third film, I really did not care much for the plot as well. I didn't really care for Audrey. I felt like all of a sudden Mal and Ben's romance was put on the back burner, which, I mean, the reason why I liked the first film was because of like their budding romance, and we don't really get to see that as much in this third film. And there is some like progression with Evie's romance storyline, but there wasn't really much chemistry and spark between the two, so I was just about that. I really do think that Carlos and Jane, that was super duper adorable, and I thought the implications of maybe Lonnie and Jay was kind of adorable too. These young people fall in love is like one of the like charms, and I don't think that there was really any of that here. Like I said, I didn't really like the fact of like Audrey turning evil and then getting no like ramifications for that. I didn't like the fact that the ending was this beautiful end of like, oh, now people from the Isle can come to Ordon whenever they want. And it's like, okay, you know, there are, like, they didn't even think this decision through, right? It just happened, and it's supposedly this great and wonderful ending with no ramifications. And I don't know, I just felt like it was a little bit like everything was just a little bit too good to be true, and it was just too cheesy, too perfect of everything. And I was just like, okay, you know. I thought the reveal of Hades being Mal's dad was somewhat interesting, but yeah, honestly, I just felt like the plot for this third film was just meh. But I think that because the audience has fallen for these characters and fallen for this cast and their relationship, it's the reason why, like, I didn't rate it lower, because I still love them and I think the songs were still fun and the performances were still good. I don't think I would say I have a favorite song for the third one now that I think about it. That's it for my overall thoughts of Descendants 1, 2, and 3. This was just really quick and short. I usually take notes as I watch and then mark down things that I want to say. But I didn't really do that just because I wanted to be chill about it and just watch it. I wasn't even planning on filming this, but I thought it would just be fun to kind of gush over the clothing and shoes with all of you. Before I end this, I do want to say that it is really sad that Cameron Boyce left us so early. Rest in peace. And just I don't think that they will ever continue with like this Descendants film franchise. I don't think they should make a fourth film, and I don't think they will. I think that the reason why we as like viewers or fans love it is because of the friendship between the original 4 VK kids, and if like they are down one member, I don't think the movie can and should continue. And that's a little bit of like my opinion on it. And yeah, sorry to end that on such a somber note, but outro time. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in my next video whenever that is. Bye. The actress who